This week is going to be extremely exciting for myself and everyone in Army of Love. And if you've never been, this is the week to come try us out. The reason being, we have been blessed along this journey of learning how to love our Heavenly Father and others without hypocrisy. We have seen growth in each individual, and Thanksgiving is coming up. So we have a plan, and it's actually going to be a 3-part plan. This is something we've been planning for a long time. Our Wednesday night small group leader, Drew Johnson, his passion is for souls. And he has partnered up with us, and we have been helping and doing our best to help him grow his ministry because he wants to start Church of the Bay in League City, Texas. So it's starting from a small group called Army of Love. One of the small groups he leads on Wednesday night at my house in Friendswood, and we've come to the point where we've almost outgrown my living room, and the funding coming in from people showing up and dropping off money in the food fund boxes that we have set up has come into enough to where we can afford to rent the League City Civic Center every week to host his group so that it can grow bigger. Now, the Civic Center in League City has been reserved from now until the end of January. It's paid for, thank God. And if it's in His will, we will continue to have that reserved, unless, of course, we need a bigger space. So the first service we're going to have, the first small group, is this Wednesday. On top of that, next week is Thanksgiving. But what we're going to do is we're going to celebrate Thanksgiving this Wednesday. So we're going to have the first groundbreaking small group service this Wednesday, number 1. Number 2, we are going to celebrate Thanksgiving a week early. There's a reason for that, because all of you guys have families that you're probably going to be celebrating with next week, right? So instead of having to worry about not being able to show up, you're going to be able to come this Wednesday with no prior obligations. And guess what? The Army of Love is funding one of our ladies from church. We're giving her all she needs to cook all of these. 3 crock pots full of pork roast that she cooks almost the entire day to where it falls apart in your mouth. That's one of my favorite foods that's ever been cooked in any Army of Love small group. That's why I chose to ask her to do that. All right, okay, whatever. So another lady, Diana, is in charge of the food, and it's called the Kitchen Crew for Army of Love, and she is making 9 different platters of food for this Wednesday. On top of that, there's a lot more people that are bringing food, their favorite dish. So we're going to have number 1, groundbreaking service. Number 2, a ton of food to celebrate Thanksgiving together at 7 p.m. this Wednesday. Number 3, we are coming together and making food baskets with turkeys and other non-perishable foods that families can take and bring home. Those that cannot afford to have a Thanksgiving feast will now be able to have a Thanksgiving feast. And maybe some people who are so busy, they don't have time to prepare anything. You can have the food, you can go home, and we'll take care of it for you. This Wednesday at the League City Civic Center at 7 p.m., come hang out with us. We'd love to meet you if we never have before. And if we've seen us before, if you've been to any of the small groups, just show up. We're going to party together. It's going to be amazing. I love you. I cannot wait to see you there. All right.